Oh,
Hello,
and
everyone.
we're right into it.
Yeah, I was like, when it was taken. But yeah, we're going into it. We do have, it should be here, UCD on the CT side, TUD on the T side, and Goldilocks going straight for that mid peak, getting smoked off and dinked in the exact same moment. So they're already brought a bit low. They do have a bit of info though. As the T's are going to have a bit of a mid and a presence, looking for a split here to take over the site. Smoking CT, cutting that off. Tekken going to take out Jack. And Dink on the Grimy means that so much killing is going on. Damage dealt. Goldilocks is still alive and able to take out one, but he's brought low. And that lowness just gets exacerbated.
Ooh.
Joel trying to stop the plant, but 1 minute on the clock. They're able to reposition. They're able to get it down. And banger start so far for TUD A. They just need to convert this post plant, but Joel is speeding his way, trying to waste as little time as possible going for this retake.
He's hungry. He's got a flank to worry about though coming in from jungle. He seems aware of it. Did he hear something? Oh, the timing is not in his favor. And Mr. Fruit Jr. takes him down. Cleanly at that as well with 3 players surviving.
Yeah, and the T side is going to opt for a little bit of a greedy second round, going for the 4 SMGs. 1AK onto Tekken. They do want to just absolutely farm cash, though, as it is going to be a B rush on top of this. Joel, let's see what he can do. It is just a P250 sitting underneath his position, though. Going to deal a little bit of damage.
Oh,
Can't swing the mouse fast enough, and they have the site. They have control. They're going to try to get it. But if they don't hold it for their teammate, Jack might be able to catch something.
that's crazy.
Does get one, but the flank now, Goldilocks taken out straight away. And now Grimy alone on short. I assume they heard the flames, and now he's just going to try to deal something. Still 2 kills taken out, 2 SMGs out of their hands. But really, TUD just controlling this round.
Oh, they never expect him here, right? Never ever. Oh, the footsteps! No! Almost think it would have been worth to take out the gun there, even though the knife was tempting. It would be, you know, a little less money in your opponents once they hear those footsteps. But, oh well. Sure look, sure listen. At the end of the day, it's night.
Yeah, and this game is bleeding a little bit into the night, so apologies for our tech issues. But third round now, we do have UCD, full rifles, a little bit low on nades for this. But TUD actually going for a very light buy, trying to save economy so that the 4th round is not going to be in any way tarnished by it. And they're going for just a simple A exec. That's smoke and wrap. Probably going to delay it a little bit. But no, actually, they're just going to go for the... They're just going to go for the smokes.
No.
So knife round number 17.
No.
No. What happened now? We're on to pistol round number 2.
I think we're going to throw it to a quick break again while we wait for this to be fixed. We shouldn't be too long. This one should just be a matter of rolling it back. But yeah, we'll be back with you shortly. Apologies, folks.
So, and after several hours, welcome back once again from our millions of tech pauses. Going finally into our 3rd round again. TUD going for this half buy, and they do lose a player straight away. Goldilocks going to get a kill. And I think that's in the underpass, it might be. As it is actually just going to be a bloodbath here in mid. This Fruit Jr. does survive, but on very little HP. 3 versus 3 now, though, and the B site is actually open. They can get the plant, but if they're not ready for Goldilocks in the apartments, this could be detrimental.
You caught someone jumping there.
Yeah, they're going to go for the plant for short, though. Still, going to fall. FRGT, the only one left to even try, and they cannot get anything. 2 kills and a plant, though. They don't even fully invest, so TUD, they are still going to be set for another buy, but UCD able to stabilize. I think just all the momentum of TUD got taken away solely through tech pauses.
Yeah, that was something, all right. But alas, we come into the big important round, the first proper buy round, hopefully. Although it does look like TUD are a bit weirdly tight on funds.
There's enough for a drop, so they should be
yeah,
dead,
okay. Yeah, there's a drop. Yeah. Still a bit tight on util though. Nobody got full grenades except for F4GT. So it's an interesting one to see, given that they won the first 2 rounds and ecoed in the previous. Well, not full eco, but you know they didn't invest a whole lot in.
Yeah, and they got the bomb plant, so yeah, definitely interesting.
Yeah, that too.
So we're gonna try to get a Goldilocks.
Ooh.
The timing falls against him. They lose that. He can upgrade now from the Galil to the AK. TUD, they open up this half. Jack actually going for a very aggressive rotate through mid.
He knew there was someone there as well. They just killed Goldilocks. It wasn't like he knew it was clear. Grimy Renard claps one back, makes it a 4v4. Jack has dropped down super low though in the meanwhile. Tekken catches Andy. Ooh. A side is cracked right open. Mr. Fruit Jr. catches Grimy Renard, and it's just Jack and Joel left. Let's try and make something out of this. 2v4. Now a lot of low hit points across the board here. 3 players, just 1 bullet away from death. Tekken catches Jack. Joel coming in from short finds 1, but he's got 2 headshot angles to deal with and a player on site. This is not going to be easy, but he sprays away the flash, saving Brody's life. A flash again to try and get Joel off the angle. He could do some serious economic damage here if he plays his cards right. Just needs to catch that 1 player. Middle. Positioning's not going to be there for him. The timing, the jump, it's not working out. He finds 1 though. And there's 1 over towards jungle, which is going to be a real problem, but he's got to have expected it so long having passed. Oh, I don't think he's going to.
No. He doesn't have time to check everything.
The bomb's not planted for there, is it? Wait, where's the bomb planted?
I think it's planted open for ramp, is it?
Oh, it is. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
GT takes that one home.
He does.
They win that first buy round. That's pretty big for them.
He does deal that little bit of damage, you say, but still definitely not enough. And especially because UCD are gonna have to be forced to I think just go for maybe a half buy, given that. And TUD gonna have a little bit of rifles, a little bit of SMGs. So both teams still just going in this back and forth economic fight. But they're actually just going for the SMGs. I think they're just playing it for the economy rather than out of necessity, because they do have the money to drop. So it is going to actually be a good idea if they can get the kills on them. You know, 2 kills with a Mac 10 and it pays for itself.
Yeah, exactly. Oh. Potentially a cheeky eco frag from an over aggressive player here. The swing, not going to be the case. Dust Slope drops Goldilocks. Now it's going to be these 3 players coming in from behind, and perhaps Mr. Fruit Jr. has to do a lot of cleanup here. 3 players going to be walking into his crosshair. He finds 1, he finds 2, makes it 3. His Grimy Renard somehow takes out Brody in the middle of that, but Mr. Fruit Jr., nothing's going off here today. Puts them all in compost bin.
I think he just body shotted through Mr. Fruit Jr. into the head of Brody.
He 100% did.
So, you know, 1 kill on the board. They are able to buy now. Goldilocks onto that op we have praised throughout this whole series. So that could turn what has been a nice few rounds for TUD into a little bit of a falter, but gonna get the first kill already. Grimy Renard. That Mac 10 just could not be beaten out.
Oh,
but Goldilocks, a double kill nade, and then op is all he needs. And now the T side really stuck in an awkward situation. Going to redirect their way towards A, which is fairly open, but they do have to cross with an op and an M4 in the path.
That they do. Timing could be everything here. If this A player gets isolated over towards stairs, 1 smoke in jungle, things could get bad. Andy would never let such a thing happen though. Catches that first one onto Tekken. The off angle, the sandwich jump didn't play out, and Andy just farming them 1 at a time. Brody's all that's left with just, you know, no hit points now as that Molotov burns him to bits, and Andy picks up the 3K.
Really well played there by the CTs. Just being able to stabilize, get those kills. Really off the back of Goldilocks. Just able to get a double kill to completely thwart any mid control and any plans that they began. And just funnel them into deciding on a site. Are going to be able to rebuy here for TUD. That legs Grimy Renard.
Oh, and Goldilocks hits the shot.
Goldilocks gets 2 back as well. He goes for the wide swing thinking he can beat it out, but no peeker's advantage wins there. And back to a 3 versus 5. Once again, double kill for Goldilocks opens up the round. with TUD not having any kind of control here. Joel, this aggression could be perfect, or it could fall flat, and it's perfect. Damage dealt, 2 kills taken, 2 doubles for UCD. Mr. Fruit Jr. is the only one left. He does have the bomb, so he can't go for the plant, but 1 versus 4 against this really strong UCD side now.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. We've seen Cold Zero do it. We've seen Mr. Fruit Jr. heat up this map already. He found 3 kills earlier. It's not going to be the case. Andy closing out 2 rounds in a row now. Puts UCD within 1 of their opponents, 3-4. And, well, that's a pretty big economic boost now for UCD. There should be a buy here for TUD, but it will be a bit tight. Some compromises will have to be made for sure. Actually, only 2 players can really fully buy. I think they might opt to just half buy this one.
Yeah, they're starting
off. I take it back. Take it back.
Yeah, no, they're enjoying the Mac 10s, but
yeah,
these last couple of rounds they haven't been fully working out. So it is a bit questionable, but if they can make it work, if they can deal some economic damage now, might be able to get something here. But I think just trying not to lose their footing early on. They are going to actually go for the aggression.
Oh, careful with the gun. Oh, great nade. Jack as well. Oh, the M4 farming. He gets the reload off his teammates there to cover him. Dying in the flames. Joel takes down Brody, and it's just F4GT. Joel doesn't even die. That was a team Molotov. He survived for so long in that. What a great deal from UCD. Goldilocks. He wants a piece of this pie. No scoping through that smoke. He wants something, but it's a bit of an ask. He'll find it as it clears. And a flawless round from UCD to level it up 4-4. That was, I hate to say it, but a huge waste of money for the TUD side.
Yeah, they seem to have a smoke ready, but no one extinguished the flames, so
yeah,
it was all for naught. And they just walk into the blender there. The 20 bullets of an M4 seems to be enough, and he was, with the support, able to reload, as you said. So really falling short here. They are going to have to go for the pistols. So the Deagles, the Tech 9s, we saw them work a little bit on Vertigo. So, you know, there is always a chance, but it feels like UCD playing a little bit more safe this game. We haven't had a chance to see them. Their Vertigo follies not following them, as they are going to play this nice and passive. Going to get a little bit of mid-control, play a fairly standard setup on A. Whereas TUD just going to wait it out. Just going to see if they can catch a kill, I think, is the main thing.
Indeed. Very slow round. Almost half the timer gone already. Nothing quite being found. Ooh, 1 player spotted towards ramp though. That's where those Deagles can get very, very deadly. Jack's going to open things up though, and an isolated fight over towards Tetris puts UCD 2 in the lead. Some more towards ramp, but no ground really being found. Goldilocks hungry for that peak, but has to be careful of Palace. There is no one there, but has to keep that in mind just in case there can be someone there. Spots one towards ramp, finds another one. And again, 2 flawless back-to-backs for UCD to take the lead. And now TUD finally in a position where they can actually get a full buy. It feels like that's been their weak point this series so far, is their economy management, whereas UCD's, it's been taking unnecessary encounters.
Yeah, and seemingly it's been working out for UCD this time around, because now that they've gotten the buys and forced TUD into an economically awkward situation, it has favored them. Need to time this well. Goldilocks gonna be...
Oh, I thought he shot.
It looked like the timing might have favored him, but no. He's just going to unscope. Jack going to get that kill, though, as 3 of them are going to push together onto this mid position. Dustalo going to play around it, going to see if he can get anything, but the con player going to pull back. Pushing through window, though, the jump peak. Not going to catch the short player for now. Stay alive, but Grimy going to take that kill back. So, bring it back to a man advantage. UCD able to stick around. Jack going to completely molly off the underpass. But 2 players here are in app. Brody sees the shoulder for a moment, doesn't get the kill, but he gets the refrag of F4GT. So now Jack just holding off here from short, but they know there's an op around. So a little bit scared of the situation as Mr. Fruit Jr. pulls around, takes the kill, and is going to get caught off. No, he's ready for that peak, and he's ready for the second, it looks like, staying alive. 15 HP. But giving time for his teammate to just rotate all the way over to A. So
Yeah,
one versus
1v1.
one.
That's a horrible situation. There's so many places he could be. And F4GT is probably going to hear Andy now running. Oh, I don't know if he did actually. Over towards Connector. I don't know if he quite heard that. Either way, Andy, not a lot of util to work with here. He has a kit, but it is definitely not planted in an ideal location.
Yeah,
There is a fumbled round from UCD. TUD will happily take that one, but I can't help but feel like that was just needless carelessness towards that B short position that lost on that one.
yeah. As we said, needless aggression. There was absolutely zero need for Goldilocks to jump on the rim of window going for the underpass peak.
Yeah.
So he just gets caught off, and that opens up the round because that means the mid aggression can't come through, which was where short falls apart. But that 1v1 really well played as well, planting for ramp and then playing in con.
Yeah, a brave choice indeed. Makes the most of it. 5v4 here. Double up setup coming out again for the CT side that round, but a scuff on their shoulder. Andy smells one out ramp, asking for some support. Great flash, catches him nicely. Tekken finds one, but quickly traded out. And Jack is just going bananas over here in middle. Drops down into underpass, catches Mr. Fruit Jr. and leaves just F4GT again alone. A 1v4 this time.
Do you think there's a Mr. Fruit Senior?
There must be, right?
Like, it implies that there is.
I mean, the way this series has been going so far, I think it might be Goldilocks because he's playing like he's everyone's daddy right now.
Joel as well is really latching onto him as well. And actually, Mr. Fruit Jr. is the top of the leaderboard in terms of kills. Well
So he
on
is.
his back. Yeah, he's one ahead of Goldilocks, two ahead of Joel. But Joel bringing it up, even himself up with Goldilocks. That round did not feel like it could have gone any better, really, for UCD, only losing a player. And now TUD. Last round of the half, they are going to be able to pick up a couple of rifles, but it shouldn't be the best of buys. UCD really just rolling in the cash. No issues here. Full kits, full armor, full utility, and able to keep that double up setup going.
Fast A from the TUD side, Andy. Showing a masterclass in anchoring this A site, I have to say. Oh, the Mac 10 spray was just not there, I'm afraid. Grimy Renar gets away with murder, quite literally, as he murders another one. Can he make it 3? Yes, he can. UCD, not import, but a man from the UK in the Irish college doing numbers.
Yeah, just cleaning up to end the half.
Oh, look at those
7-5
rounds.
for UCD.
7-5, but 7 out of the last 8 for UCD.
Yeah, really showing a lot of initiative on that CT side. Still a good half from TUD, nonetheless, being able to have 7-5.
Yeah, very important pistol incoming.
Yeah, this really decides a lot, and it is going to be just that B play. It is going to be a contact. They've cut all the noise. They're going to play for the smoke on market window. Brody, this nade could be everything.
Oh, he
and if he
times it so
times
well.
it, doesn't do as much damage as I thought, but still huge to get the info. But they're going to just completely flow out. Jack going to go for this kill, staying alive for a little bit. Mr. Fruit Jr. does get one, slows down the plant, and they're slowly losing players here for TUD. Just FRGT 1 versus 4 with that pistol needs to do a lot with very little.
Grimy Renar, what are you? This is the classic UCD blunder. Didn't matter. Goldilocks is there to cover it, but just charging into market by yourself. It could have been bad. It didn't, but it could have.
Yeah, no, it is like it's a 4v1. You have to feel confident, but giving him a kill gives them so much. But thankfully, they don't reach that situation. They once again have their rifles. They're versus the full USPs of TUD. They're just going to play out mid here, whereas UCD going to just take B, absolutely no issues. And it's just a question of can TUD convert any of this into a kill, or if they're just going to fizzle out.
Smokes up. Footsteps have been heard. I think that ladder might have been heard as well. It's a bit of a firing squad here. Jack open things up. Finds another one. Makes it 2. Well, actually only gets an assist there as Joel catches one. It's just Tekken left alone. 1v5, USP. No biggie. Goldilocks wants that kill reward, but Joel's gonna find it. 9-5 UCD starting to get a little bit of a lead ahead of their opponents now, as this map is starting to pan out a little bit like the first one, getting us back on schedule, if you will. What time did we start at again? 4 hours ago? 4.5 hours ago? God.
Too long, anyways.
2.5.
2.5. But yeah.
Feels like 4.
Yeah. The only consolation is TUD only really getting killed by the rifles. The SMG's not doing that much work. But that's a very small consolation when you absolutely get destroyed in the round. You have rifles here. The FAMAS on FRGT, but everyone else has full M4 or AUG. Missing the jump, but getting the kills. Falling. These CTs are. You get 1 kill. Tekken has to be a hero, and we saw him be a hero on Overpass. Able to get 2 before falling. Just Brody now. 1 versus 2. He only has 2 kills in this entire match, and he has to double that tally if he wants to be able to take this round. Gonna catch off 1.
Not unwinnable. A lot of pressure on Jack here. His teammates are absolutely saying this guy's got 3 kills. Oh my god, that's so close. He doesn't have a lot of bullets. 6 there for Brody. Let's try and make this one happen, and he's gonna get it. Doubles his kill in the 1v2. Keeping TUD alive and keeping UCD out of double digits.
Yeah, absolutely crucial round to take, and absolutely crucial moment if you are Brody as well. Like, you know you have low kills. You know you've been struggling to win any duel, so winning a 1 versus 2, absolutely phenomenal. Able to keep them alive. It does cost them everything because they lose so much in terms of rifles. So UCD gonna rebuy, absolutely no worries. But TUD, they still get around in this half. Able to halt the momentum. You know, I think they won, what did you say? Was it 9 out of the last 10 rounds? 8 out of the last 10 rounds?
Yeah, something like that. So now it's 9 out of the last 11. Still pretty good. Oh,
yeah,
and Andy.
Good, but a bit less. Andy already. But this round falls short after that. Already 3v5, complete control of B.
Jack's position as well.
Yeah, Dustalope caught off guard. This MP9 able to get the kill, able to convert, but 2 versus 4 now. And that MP9 doesn't really have the opportunity to get away unless he can time this peak, but they're ready for it. They have been playing together, posting up. Just Tekken trying to stay alive with this rifle, 1 versus 4. So UCD will get to double digits, and TUD will be in the depths of their economy, trying to figure out what they can do, how they can quell UCD's winning of all these rounds.
It feels like throughout this whole game, TUD have just been bleeding money repeatedly. Oh, great maneuvering from Tekken. If he can take this one down, this would be big. Oh, that is big.
Very, staying alive, taking 2.
Yeah, gets him enough money to drop a FAMAS as well. He wouldn't have been able to afford it otherwise.
Yeah, that's 600. Big in his pocket. Brody doesn't have to buy, so they might go for something, but no, it is just going to be pistols, I think. FRGT does still have a scout, so as well as that, a chance to do something mid.
Severely overbought with it, though.
Yeah, that was a bit of a blunder in terms of economy, but the rest of the team will be able to buy, so hopefully they are able to do something. If they're able to get a kill with it, maybe justified, but for right now, it is in no way done that. Dustalope gonna cross each other. Ships in the night. Primary Renard almost cut off, but his teammate does. So 1 kill for that 5-7 at the very least. Tekken in prime position to get a kill, but gets taken out before he can get anything. Does hit the shot, but not quick enough against the full headshot of that rifle. So now just Brody here. 1 versus 4. Does get 1. Gonna get the chance to reload the 5-7. Does get taken out though. Still a little bit of kills gotten, but not compared to the round they've just lost. 11-6 for UCD. I gonna come in from TUD, but FRGT gonna be on the MP9. Everyone else is on rifles, but still not a good situation to be in for the Apes.
Yeah, that round puts Grimy Renard on the top of the scoreboard as well. Very different performance from map number 1, where despite his team winning, I believe he was still at the bottom, not too happy with himself. But this is a performance to be proud of on the map that really matters as well. Has a man advantage now for the UCD side. They want this match point. They're hungry for it. They've got the man advantage. They know Tekken is lurking in the shadows over on this A side. He's keeping it so fresh with his positioning, but it's a tall ask. If he takes down 2 here, he's done everything he can and more. There's 1. The fight for 2 doesn't happen. Goldilocks gets a double dink through the edge of that wall and lands a bullet on the shoulder to close him down. 2v3. These last 2 players, very, very far away to be able to go for this. They're going to go for it. They have no choice, but it's a tall ask. They need to win fights that they have no right winning. Goldilocks, ready for the first. F4GT falls, and just like that, TUD, they're playing it like UCD. They're split up. They're playing the 1v3 and a 1v3 and not a 2v3 at all. And Joe with the 1-tap, closing out that round. That puts UCD up onto match points. TUD 6 stairs to climb. 6 massive stairs with an economy disadvantage. And I mean, the prospect of overtime ahead of them as well, if they can even make it that far.
Yeah, it's been a long night, and TUD need to make it longer if they want to stay alive. But it's such a huge, huge axe.
Please,
And-
please, please. I want to go to bed.
UCD need to win this so we can all go to bed, but 3 MP9s and an M4. It does make it seem like UCD should be able to keep this if they can keep a level head. And they're just going to make this an A execute. Something simple. Don't overcomplicate it. They clear their angles. Take kills. Dustle up. Caught off guard by the jump. Joel able to cross one back. But the molly is going to spread. He's going to get shot through. Brody going to get one.
Tekken falls as well. The demon over on this A site. Grimy Vinar. Big kill to find. I isolates these last 2 players towards CT and Palace. Jack, you need to get wedged in the corner. You were there. No, you had it. Okay.
Switches it up. Gets spot Mr. Fruit Jr. That's Scout.
The shadow? The shadow?
Getting caught.
You saw the shadow?
He knows they know. Brody is alone here in Palace. The Scout not able to hit the shot. It's a 1v3. The rifle is not able to pick it up. 13-6 for UCD. They close out a long night and cut TUD's chances short, winning the quarterfinal and placing themselves against Ulster Unicorns next week. Really well played on that 3rd map.
Yeah, quick little look at the brackets there. It does put them against UU, and I believe it's Setu against the Trinity Quacks as well. So there are 4 remaining teams. Both of those games are going to be pretty good, I think. I think UCD have a really good chance of taking down UU as underdogs. And I think Trinity Quacks versus Setu are really, really evenly matched opponents. I'm very curious to which game we're going to choose next week because we've got some thinking to do.
Yeah. I would like to say, though, previously, the last game, this game lasted an hour and a half longer than any other game tonight. So definitely a long one in the books.
Yeah, I mean, hats off to TUD. They put on a really, really good performance. Taking a map 2 after such a detrimental map 1 as well was a massive showing of respect from them.
Yeah, definitely. And even with the tech delays, even with everything, they still put up a fight, and UCD were able to prevail it, though. So really well done from them. And it's going to be an uphill battle next week for sure. We've seen UU. They haven't dropped a map in this split. They've won 12 maps in a row. It's no 87-0 from NIP, but you know, it's pretty good, I would say, for sure. So it is going to be difficult for UCD, but if they can tighten up some of those nuts and bolts, if they can quell their aggression a little bit and just play a bit more refined, definitely see them putting up a huge fight against UU. And as you said, Trinity versus Setu, that is a close game. Both of those teams are very closely matched, and I can see that going either way.
Well, folks, that about wraps it up for tonight. Get an early one and drink some water. But Kurt and I are going to be signing off. Special shout out to Tiddler for producing tonight, and our admin, I believe Retzal, was standing in to get that issues straightened over. We will keep you posted on which match we are going to be streaming next week into the semi-finals. What game is on tomorrow? What are Thursdays again? I forgot.
We have League of Legends Thursdays.
League of Legends.
I don't know if we still have F1 going on. I don't believe they have a playoff, but there might be F1 Friday. That's just my lack of information. We also have Valorant Mondays, Rocket League on Tuesdays, and then we'll be back on Wednesdays. And I think I don't know what the deal is with it, but we're getting some FIFA added into the mix. I think they've made a channel, they've done all that. So I think we're getting something revolving FIFA for all the people interested there. So it'll
Lovely
be
stuff.
exciting, but that'll be all from us tonight. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next week.